Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barker. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend.
Touchdown Bears! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw. Howard completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Swift going to try up the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Howard. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Howard. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Howard. He's got his tight end Fant. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Justin Fields back to the field with his Bears offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Here's the option going right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Running left, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Fields.
Got his man, and It's caught for a Chicago touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we see Noah Fant as he helps bring this offense back onto the field.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Looking to throw. Howard.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Howard on first down.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Howard now. Off play action.
A quick throw, but incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On first down, Fields finds Kmet on the quick slant.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
From the 50, here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
From the 16, Fields.
And this one taken in on the right.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
To throw is Fields.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch.
Touchdown! David Montgomery from 3 yards out.
And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. From the 6. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Howard to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Howard on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To throw is Howard, throwing on first down. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
This is caught by Williams.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 19-yard line.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Fields on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Howard to throw on second down. Complete. It's Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down.
Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Fields now to throw. And again back to Kmet. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Able to slither by.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Toss left to Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit.
Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Howard.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 15 yards there on the catch and run. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Howard on 1st down.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, That could win the game for us.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had pretty good line on that. Good play, but he could not pull it in.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out now come the Lions.
Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Howard now, off the play fake.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
80 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Back to throw. Howard. And this one's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Howard.
This is the tight end Fant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.